Hello, my name is Dr. Dave DeSano, and I'm here today to bring you a message. And our message is derived from a book that my wife, Mary DeSano, and I both wrote. It's called Divinely Touched, Transform Your Life. And this book has helped transform the life of thousands of people across the world, and obviously we're on the internet to get the message out to millions more, because we believe it's a valuable message, because it deals with my wife's journey over the last 5 years, because she had physical ailments the medical profession could not diagnose and could not treat. And we were led through what is called the metaphysical and New Age worlds, on a healing journey that in fact did heal her and resulted in us chronicling her journey through this book, Divinely Touched, Transform Your Life, which goes to great depths about how other factors can cause illness. Factors such as influences from the spirit dimension. And it turns out my wife had entity attachments causing her great physical illness. And by going to shamans and light workers and psychics from around the country, she was eventually healed. And again, most people are skeptical about this type of thing. It's okay to see it in movies, but when you find someone that actually has an entity attachment causing them to be sick, then you're wondering if they're sane or not. But this led us to researching the topic. And my background is of science. My first book is called Holistic Mental Health. And this was derived from my dissertation, which I compared alternative medications to traditional medications for mental illness. So I have a science background. I started out as a science and high school biology teacher, biochemistry teacher, then got advanced degrees in psychology and counseling and became a school psychologist. And again, I have a PhD now in holistic mental health. So when we undertook this journey and started to go to shamans and psychics, I too was skeptical. So this led me on a quest, a scientific quest, to look into what was happening and can we prove such things as entity possession, the spirit dimension, things like consciousness existing outside the body, which can explain things like ESP, telekinesis, clairvoyance, even reincarnation. If our consciousness can exist outside the body, and we can prove that, then we prove all of those things I just mentioned. And through science, I believe we prove exactly what happened to Mary. And my message tonight is just an introduction, telling you about our book, what we went through, and leave you with what is proof. And if you think about it, what is scientific proof? Scientific proof is based on replicated results. When a scientist does an experiment and gets certain research and data from that experiment, when other scientists can replicate those results, that's documented, validated information, which leads to principles and theories. And those replicated results really only has to be replicated at a rate of 50%. So if another scientist can get the same results half the time, then that's replicated results. And if you think about it, there's other avenues of proof, certainly, besides research and data. There's historical data. Has this type of event or this type of experience happened before? Has it happened around the world? Cross-cultural experience. And then your personal experience. So when I say I prove things like consciousness existing outside the body, I use those three avenues of proof. I use research and data, replicated results. I use historical data, cross-cultural, throughout the world, and I use our personal experience, what Mary went through, to prove this. And if a simple experiment would be, how do we prove the concept of gravity, the theory of gravity? Well, you can be pretty certain that if you drop something wherever you live, someone across the country drops something, or across the continent, or on the other side of the world drops something, it will go down. And has this happened before? It hasn't happened years ago, centuries before. It's all documented. So even though gravity is an unseen force, it's pretty much proven because of replicated results in your personal experience as well. You feel the pull downward. So this is what we did in Divinely Touched. We prove things like entity possession, the spirit dimension, consciousness existing outside the body, which leads to things like reincarnation. So again, our book has affected and helped thousands of people across the country and the world, and we're hoping to help millions more with this knowledge and information. In future broadcasts, I'd like to go into a little more detail about how we in fact prove those concepts, as well as I could talk more about theories of reincarnation, how that is proven through research and data, my own personal experience in that, and even which leads me to one of my favorite topics is the purpose of life, why we're here, what is our soul's purpose. So all of these concepts, issues, I'd like to talk further, again using science, research, and data in future broadcasts. So thanks for listening, and hope to see you soon. Namaste.